Good morning, all. We back for another Wednesday Tender Talk. So I'm going to get this all shared up so we can get a lot more people viewing what's going on, joining the chat. So give me a few minutes. I'm going to share this and then we'll get started. So while I'm getting all that done, last week we covered provisional sum allowance. So we chatted exactly what a provisional sum is and how that's going to affect you during the construction of your new homes. So if you've missed that one, be sure to go back and check that out because it was actually a good little chat. Now, if you know anyone who needs to watch this right now, then I'd suggest that you need to tag them in the comments below and let them know that they need to watch this. Now, today's topic of conversation is Section 94 contribution. Now, just as I get all this shared up and we wait for a few more people to come online, we'll start very shortly. So, how is everyone doing on this lovely, well, it's not so lovely this Wednesday morning because it's actually quite wet outside. So, I hope we're all taking safe on the roads as you drive around this Wednesday morning. So almost all done and then we can get into it. Alrighty. Alright, so Section 94 contribution. Now, let me just read exactly what it says, what a Section 94 contribution is, and then we'll get into a little bit more detail and how it's going to affect you. Now, a Section 94 of the Environmental Planning and Assessments Act 1997 enables local councils or other consent authorities to levy contributions for public amenities and services required as a consequence of development. Now, where this will apply for you, if you're doing something like a duplex, if you're doing something like a house and a granny flat, detached or attached. Now, it doesn't come into play if you're doing a single bedroom granny flat, but it will come into play if you're doing a double bedroom, 2-bedroom granny flat, and definitely for a duplex. Now, what it means by public amenities and services, what they're saying on a duplex is you are essentially subdividing the land. So you are becoming a developer. So if you have a duplex, you will be subdividing the land and becoming a developer. So a lot of people are a little bit unsure about why they have to pay all these type of things and how they have to do it, because that land was initially intended for one house, for one occupying that actual premises. So when you subdivide the land, it's now going to have double the amount of intended people that was initially intended for. So they have extra things like extra sewers. They might need, extra road work. So it's actually a fee for the government to provide extra services now because that land is being subdivided and there's more people going to be in there than first intended. Now, these fees can be quite high in certain areas and they can be quite low. So it is very, very, very important that you either speak to your builder or do a little bit of investigations first into the area and what you're doing. Now, it doesn't only just vary from council to council, but it varies within certain areas of the councils. So let's say, for example, we're here in Camden Council, so it can vary anywhere from Glenswood Hills to Oran Park to Gregory's Hills to Spring Farm. It can vary quite a lot. Now, when I mean quite a lot, it can vary anywhere from $2,500 and I've known it to be also up to $60,000 plus. So there's quite a hefty fee that you're going to have to pay when doing either, you might be doing an investment duplex or you're wanting to do some sort of a house and granny flat project. So it's something you really, really, really need to take into consideration when you're doing your next project, like a duplex, dual occupancy, house and granny flat, detached or attached. So, Section 94, highly important that you take it into consideration. If you're thinking about doing any one of these projects, I'd really suggest talk to your builder, ask them the questions, and they'll definitely be able to help you out and what they think the fee is going to be. Now, the fee does vary because it is based on a pro rata system, but you can very well find out within $1,000 or so of what the fee is going to be. Now, thanks for watching. Now, I believe this is really important. So if you know anyone, whether it be live now or after we finish, you really need to tag them in the comments below if you know anyone that's about to embark on some sort of duplex, some sort of granny flat, detached or attached, and let them know exactly what a Section 94 is and how they need to allow for that in their budget. So in the comments below, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask them. And if you want me to cover something on next week's Tender Talk, feel free to leave them in the comments below and we'll cover them next week. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week on Tender Talk, 8:30 Wednesday morning. Thanks for watching.